Yo, yo, what's going on? It's Joe, back here again on Joe Talks. And as you can tell by the title, yeah, I'm leaving America. I can't do it, man. I got TDS. Um, I can't live off the government no more. They took away my Medicare, Medicaid, all that, man. Um, I can't get candy using food stamps no more, and I gotta have my candy, man. Like, dude. Um, and man, just there's too many jobs coming back, man, and like I'm gonna have to get back to work. I can't live off the government anymore. I can't be a bum. Yeah, that's what a lot of people making vids like this say. You know, And yes, I'm making a vid. Hey, like I said, I'm not like that. I'm all about working. Uh, I don't know what it is. I just been seeing so many vids come up saying or titled "I'm leaving America," and I click on it, and it's just people just complaining, just lazy people complaining about shit I just said, complaining they can't mooch off the government no more, complaining they can't get candy off of food stamps no more. Like, if you have food stamps, wouldn't you want to be getting the stuff that you and your family needs? Like, you don't need candy. You don't need them Skittles, bitch. Like, you don't need them nerds, man. Like, you can put them down, shit. And then candy's cheap. You ain't got like $4, $3 for a king size thing or something. Like, oh my God, dude. And then shit, man, jobs are coming back like crazy, man. Hey, say you're someone who doesn't really, have a plan school wise after high school. Like, say you don't really have a college plan or anything like that. Hey, next year is gonna be the year, man. Shit, even 2025, even right now is still the time. Just depending on what's in your area and what's going on. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, say you're graduating next year, 26, and you want a good paying job that has no schooling or well, no, that you don't need no college education for. Hey, get into the blue collar, man. Get into the blue collar, because there's about to be a big oh my God, there's about to be a big blue collar boom, and it's already happening. And then shit, and then a trade boom. It's gonna be a big trade boom. That's another thing to get into. So you don't have no college plans or anything like that, man. Hey, a blue collar job, because blue collar jobs usually always pay pretty good. And if the union ain't stupid, it's pretty good too. And trades, because trades are not going anywhere. Trades, you ain't got to worry about AI coming in eventually and taking your job or anything like that. Because trade workers run, at least here, trade workers run the states. You know, that's just how it is. Electricians, um, your pipe fitters, your welders, even though the welding industry kind of got AI'd a little bit, robots, depending on what you're welding, robots can weld, but welding is still a good one. And there's some other shit too, like what? Like just construction jobs, all that. I don't see AI taking over them jobs. But yeah, I'm just tired of seeing people talk about, oh my God, the states are so bad, prices are going up. Where were y'all the last 4 years when prices literally went up because of bad management? You know, like why was no one talking about this 4 years ago? And yes, there were people talking about prices going up, but not like how they are now. They're talking about it now like it's the end of the world. Like, I didn't hear no one say, oh man, like I didn't see no videos saying I'm leaving America or whatever back when Sleepy Joe was in office. I didn't see no vids like that. Every day I wake up now, I see at least one. Well, not one every day, like one a week. And I'm like, bro. And then I click on it, and it's just a bunch of lazy people just complaining that they can't mooch off the government, talk about how prices are increasing, which at least right now, at least in my area and where I shop, I haven't seen no price increases. The only thing I've seen increases on is like fruit and vegetables. That's obvious because because at least I don't know anywhere that we can grow that stuff here in the States. So that's obviously all imported. But everything else that I shop for and get, I haven't seen no price increase. But I also haven't seen no decrease either. Everything has just been the same. But yeah, and then here's the thing. So talking about the big beautiful bill real quick. Um Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Damn. Wait, talking about the big beautiful bill. Why did I lose my train of thought? Man, I'm all over the place. What was I gonna say? Oh, the big beautiful bill. So he already passed one. Supposedly there's supposed to be two, maybe even three more passed. So passed in the next upcoming years. So I just don't understand how people aren't on board with this. So what he's trying to do, he's trying to use, and people love to talk bad about tariffs, but I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? So you're telling me it's cool for a country to charge us 50 to 100% tariff on something, or all goods, or whatever you want to put it, to protect their market and protect their people, their workers, from foreign companies coming in and messing up their economy and jobs, so it's cool for other countries to charge us high tariffs, but for the states to just be like, hey, come on in, we ain't gonna charge you nothing, we'll charge you at 2.5%, come on in. Like, you're stupid as hell. I'm being honest, you're dumb if you think that's how or no, you're dumb if you think that's fair. I'm gonna be honest, because if a country charges us one thing, we should charge them the exact same thing, or if not, a little bit less. But don't charge them none, or charge them a low ass rate. That shit make no sense to me. But back to the bills. I honestly see him, as long as tariffs continue the way they're going, and then you also got to give him props real quick on these deals he's making, man. Like, I don't get how people can, bash this administration when they're doing so much good. Like, bro, the Japan deal. Japan literally said, hey, man, we don't want to pay no high tariffs. We'll just give you, I think it was like 700 billion up front. Because you also gotta realize that for y'all who don't know politics and don't know how shit works, we were in a deficit with pretty much every country, a trade deficit with pretty much every country, because the States was managed by idiots, And then what I've realized, being older and all that, and then seeing it for myself in my workplace and all that, is you don't have to be smart to be in a good position. Ironically, a lot of people in like top and important positions, they're all stupid. They're all idiots. So, it's not a surprise that we're in 37, I'll just say $40 trillion worth of debt as a country. Because how is that even possible with us being who we are? How are we in almost $40 trillion worth of debt? That's just bad management, man. Just bad management. You had stupid people running the country that all they want to do is spend, spend, spend. But anyways, back to the fucking tariffs. I just don't understand how people think it's cool that other countries can charge us. But shit, back to Japan. Japan was like, hey, because it's either this with the negotiations. It's either they pay up front the deficit, or get stuck with a high tariff. Simple. So Japan, I think they paid like almost 700 billion to the U.S. Just $700 billion given to equal the trade deficit. Open up their country with no tariffs on U.S. goods, and then in return for them sending stuff to the States, we charge them 15%. How can someone hate that? And then with the EU came with a deal to not tariff any U.S. goods again, so we can go into EU, get our goods in the EU, expand our businesses that are here into the EU without getting taxed at all. And EU also agreed to buy, I think, close to 600 billion worth of oil from the States. That's crazy. Hey, we're definitely going to be drill baby drilling. So I don't get how people can't. And then there's also a bunch of other deals that they're working out. I don't get how someone could not like that. I'm being honest, because I see this. His plan, as long as tariffs and everything goes good, I think his plan is to eliminate income tax for at least the middle to lower class. And that's another thing. People talk about the big, beautiful bill. Oh, it's tax cuts for millionaires. It's helping them out. Well, you're an idiot. I don't know where you've seen that or heard that from, but that's not the case. The big, beautiful bill, put tax cuts for everybody. I don't get how people are saying that it's only for the rich people, because in my opinion, it really helps the poor, the middle class out, because being able to do a deduction on your overtime, and if you're a server or just someone who relies on tips, be able to do that to a deduction, and it is capped. I know, fuck, is it overtime? It's either overtime is capped at 25,000 or tips are capped at 25,000 and one's capped at 10,000 or 15. One of those. But it is capped. That's the unfortunate part, because our debt is so bad. The Senate couldn't pass the just eliminating overtime and all that tax and tips. They couldn't do that because the debt is so bad. How are we gonna? How do we? Like I said, how are we the states and are $40 trillion in debt? I don't get that. And people that say the big beautiful bill adds to it, yes, it does add to it. But I mean, at the same time, the country is getting money though through tariffs, and it's necessary things like the bill added border spending, air traffic control spending. Fuck, what else? What else? Air traffic control spending, border spending. Oh, ICE agents get a pay raise and all that. And there was something else. What was those? There was something else too, but it's all necessary things. And you didn't hear anyone complaining about Biden spending money on shit, luxury housing for illegal immigrants, and what is it? And for woke surgeries. Like, bro, you cannot make this up. And then people who stick behind that party, it just blows my mind. Like, either you're woke just like them, okay, cool, go to the left side, stay over there, stay far away from me with that BS. Or they're just uneducated. And if you're uneducated, then that's fine. I'll educate you a little bit. But I don't get that, man. I don't get how people would want to leave America when America is back, at least as of yet, unless some crazy shit happens. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the bills. So there's 3 more reconciliation bills that could pass, for sure 2 more. But in my opinion, I see him eliminating tax in general for poor and middle class people. I'm gonna be honest. Because say these tariffs continue going good, the economy continue going good, inflation stays down and all that. I see everything being pretty good in my opinion. Because the tariff revenue, you're getting money from tariffs. And then, so here's the thing. Say tariffs do raise prices, because like I said, for me, I haven't seen a price increase yet, but the most I have seen is like $5. So, okay, increase something by $5. Okay. But, at least in the States, we get taxed. I'm not sure the percent, but we get taxed a good amount. So, especially depending on how much you make it. Shit, if you make more, they take more. So, let's just say you get, I don't know. Let's say you get like $1,000. Let's say you get like, fuck, I don't know how to. So let's say your check before taxes, it's like 1,000, right? You only take home maybe around 500-600. So that's $400 to $500 gone. So say they eliminate the tax, then you'll actually be able to get that full grand. And then you go to the grocery store, right? Say prices have increased $5 to $10. All right, yes, prices increased, but you have more money. You're not getting taxed. You're not giving your hard-earned money to the government to spend on BS. It's all coming to you. That's what I don't get, because that's what I see his plan being with the tariffs. Because shit, man, years back, there was never no income tax. Years back, the country operated off tariff revenue, until some idiots got in charge and wanted to try to push this free trade stuff. So they wanted to push free trade. They eliminated tariffs. They set the tariff rate to 2.5%. That's literally nothing. And they also, what'd they do? They set it at 2.5%. What else did they do? They set it at 2.5%. And they also, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I'm all over the place right now. I got a lot going on here at the house. I got to keep looking and watching what this kitten does. But yeah, they raised it. Well, no. Yeah, no, anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, shit, back in the 60s, or not in the 60s, but back years ago, the country was a fully tariff funded country. And yeah, so until idiots got in charge, there we go. Until idiots came in, they lowered the tariffs to 2.5% flat rate across the board. And they also, what is it? And there was just idiots in charge that just wanted to spend, spend, spend. You know, that's how we got into 37, almost $40 trillion worth of debt. And it's crazy to think the states are like this, but it is what it is, man. Hopefully the states get turned around. It's just bad, but that's what I see happening. As long as tariffs continue to go right, everything continues to go smooth. I see everything being good. But yeah, I mean, I don't get how people would still, because you're pretty much wanting to still be taxed if you don't want tariffs. Because like I said, if tariffs run good, you know, he might actually be able to fully eliminate the income tax for like middle class to poor people, to the middle or the lower class, whatever you want to put it. But say tariffs don't work out, then you're going to continue getting taxed. And I would, me personally, you know, like that little situation I broke down where your net is wait, no, where your gross is like 1,000, but you're netting like $500 after your check, after the taxes. I'd much rather have that full check that I worked for than give half of it to the government. That's just me. But that's what I see happening, you know. Just the next couple years, or next 3 years, you'll really be able to tell. But say everything keep going the way everything's going, you know, I see income taxes being eliminated, or at least eliminated to a certain extent, because he was floating the idea around to eliminate income tax to people that made like 150 and 50K and less per year or something like that. That might be something that goes into effect next year. You never know. But in my opinion, I wouldn't mind if prices went up, just as long as I was able to pocket more of my money. That's just you know how it is. And then at the same time, prices are going up. But at least for all these tech companies, a lot of the tech companies, auto companies, steel companies, manufacturing companies, all of them are coming back here. So you shouldn't really see a price increase. And then also in the big beautiful bill, it granted tax cuts and tax benefits for businesses in order for them to pay us what we're worth and not having to raise the prices. Because you already know in other countries, man, they're paying workers like $3 an hour. You can't pay people that here. So in order for prices not to go up with them moving here, you have to give them some kind of tax breaks. Because I know damn sure ain't no one gonna work for no $3-4 an hour here. Not in the States, hell no. But that's it though. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. But yeah, man, I'm leaving America, man. I can't mooch off the government. You know, everything's looking good. I can't live here no more. I'm going to the UK. Psych. But yeah, that's it though. If you guys liked the vid, like, subscribe if you did. I'd appreciate it. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.